What up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're talking about EarFun and their newest pair of earbuds, the EarFun Air Pro 4. Under $100, feature packed. It's hard to beat some companies out there when we get value bang for buck. EarFun and a few other companies that are in the mix every time they drop a new product, every time they drop some headphones or some earbuds. Value is what we get, and that is no different here than the Air Pro 4, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all social media platforms. Let's jump right into the video. The EarFun Air Pro 4. You can see the packaging right here. Ultra ANC, again, feature packed. It says LDAC on here, high res audio. We'll go over all of the specs. Typical EarFun packaging on here. We turn it over, we get some more about the specs on here. The Snapdragon sound on here, LDAC, LE audio, aptX lossless, 6 microphones, ANC, app support, transparency mode, customizable touch controls, fantastic battery life, multi-point gaming mode. These things go on and on. Wireless charging on here, a fast charge. Unbelievable with what they throw in for the price. Now, we also get some extra silicone tips in the box, USB-C to USB-A, and of course the user's manual, and they did include an actual cleaning tip, a little cute tip thingy that we use to clean our earbuds. And the actual earbuds here are, of course, stem style earbuds, just like all of EarFun's, well, most of EarFun's products. The EarFun, the matte black finish on here, they look very similar to the Air Pro 3 from last year. I wish I would have brought them home from work so we could compare. We got some LED lights here on the front. Just a very nice case. That matte finish on here is what I love. We're gonna throw these earbuds in a second so you guys can take a look. But again, the branding on the stems, stem style earbuds. A lot of you guys don't like these. I actually prefer these, I guess because I was used to AirPods in the beginning when the whole earbud revolution just started. So I don't mind these at all. And most of the time, like I say in all the videos, that we get better microphones on here. And speaking of mics, we have 6 mics. So of course, later on in the video, there will be a mic test. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is check out the app. Again, there is an app. You wanna download that, available on iOS and Android devices. And just be aware, once you do that, there will be a firmware update. Again, feature pack. There's also Auracast. I might as well tell you the rest of the specs while we're here. So you have Auracast support. If you don't know what that is, it's basically audio share. So if you're out and about and you're wherever, you're watching something that you can't really hear, if it's available, you can pick up the audio from whatever you are watching and listen to it in your earbuds. It's not available everywhere, but there are some places that you can go and pick that up. Again, we talked about all of the codecs, LE audio, aptX lossless, LDAC support, multi-point connection, Bluetooth 5.4, IPX5 water resistant. So they're not waterproof, but we do have some protection. We can sweat in these, work out in these. I've been working out in these for the past week, so you're good to go when it comes to working out. Now, we mentioned ANC and transparency mode, but battery life. Battery life on here is very impressive. We're getting 11 hours and 41 with the case, so around 52 hours total. And if you want to use ANC, it's going to be around 7 hours. And just be aware, if you're using ANC, if you're using LDAC, it's going to drain the battery even more. And if you want to use LDAC, of course, just like all earbuds so far, you're going to have to turn off multi-point. So you're going to have to choose one or the other. Do you want to connect to 2 devices, or do you want to have the best codec available? For your Android device, iPhone users, of course, does not support that. Now, we also have a fast charge. 10-minute charge will get you 2 hours of battery life, and of course we have the wireless charging. But let's jump in, take a look at the app real quick. Now, of course, you have the battery percentages of the earbuds and the case. The name, you can go and change the name if you want. Normal, ambient mode, and noise canceling. Now, if we click on noise canceling, you can see we have different levels of ANC. So strong, balanced, AI environment, adaptive, AI ear adaptive, and wind noise. Of course, I always leave it on the strong, but for the video, we're gonna put it back to ambient mode. We have a gaming mode. We have in-ear detection. Now, of course, with the touch controls, they are customizable. You can control and go through the noise cancellation and ambient sound, or just turn it off. In-ear detection, you can turn that on and off. Of course, most of you know what that is. If you don't, you take your earbud out of your ear and your music will pause. And if you put it back in your ear, it will play. EarFun EQ. Now this is where we have some presets. We do have some different presets on here, or you can have a customized EQ. I have custom beast on here. That is what I like to rock with. I do have another custom one set up, but I choose the custom beast so I can get the most out of my earbuds. Now if we go back, customizable controls. You can disable all the controls if you want. If you're one of those people that just want to do that, you can, but you can customize the left and the right. Again, you can control everything from your earbuds, always a good thing. I don't want to take out my phone and have to change and adjust what I'm doing from my phone. I just want to tap the earbuds and keep going with whatever I'm doing. And you can do that here. Volume control on each, play and pause, next track, voice assistant. You have your noise control, so it will scroll through ANC Transparency mode and things like that. Now your multi-point, this is where you will turn multi-point. As you can see, I'm only connected right now to the OnePlus 12, and if you want to connect a new device, this is where you will go in and do it. And remember, I did say a firmware update. You will also find that here. It will prompt you. There is Android Quick Connect, so you will have a pop-up once you start on here. Bluetooth audio quality, this is where you turn on LDAC. I am using aptX currently. And you can also put stable connection first. LE audio, find your headphones, voice prompt settings, of course, a bunch of stuff in here. You can factory reset it or delete your device completely. And that is what we have here on the EarFun Air Pro 4. Do you guys remember, like just a year and a half ago, a lot of these companies didn't have apps. Now pretty much everyone has an app, and I am here for it. We're past the point where we were wishing for a good app from just about every company out there. Now if you want to game or just watch content, consuming content, Bluetooth 5.4, these things are great for just watching videos, anything, Netflix, Amazon Prime, consuming YouTube content. You can game with these. Just remember, go in and turn the gaming mode on. It does make a difference when it comes to delay between audio and video. I haven't really noticed any delay at all playing games. Again, you guys know, if you follow me, I don't really play a lot of games, just basic games. The most intense game I play on my phone is a little bit of Call of Duty and Asphalt Racing, which is basically nothing. If you're a heavy gamer, you're still good to go with these earbuds. One of the best you can probably get out there right now at this price point for gaming, with the least amount of delay between audio and video. All right, guys, the microphones on the Air Pro 4s, really good sounding mics. I've used these on a bunch of calls over the last week, and they're excellent. It does have the CVC 8.0 technology, so it reduces your outside ambient noise, so it can just focus on your voice and your phone call, and it does a really good job. As you can hear here, the microphones on here are excellent. I think they're hard to beat at this price point when it comes to the sound quality of the mics. All right, guys, let's talk about ANC and transparency mode on these earbuds. So again, remember the price point when we get into this, because they're not competing with the best. We'll start with transparency mode first. It does a very good job. You can't really adjust the level of the transparency mode like you can with ANC on these earbuds, which is fine, because in the end, the ambient mode on here is really good. A little bit of white noise does come in, but it does what it's supposed to do. It allows you to have a conversation. It allows you to hear your surroundings, and it does a very good job. Now, the ANC on here, you saw in the beginning of the video, there are different modes when it comes to active noise cancellation. Even on the strongest, it's not going to compete with some of the best out there. And we're talking about earbuds that cost $200, $300. It's not going to compete with that, but it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It does drown out just about all of the low-end rumbles. You're still going to hear conversations. You're still going to hear voices, but all the low rumbles, car engines, things like that, it does a great job at just getting rid of that sound, and it does make a big difference. And at this price point, I can't complain at all. Well done on the ANC and the transparency mode. Again, not the best. They're not competing with earbuds that are twice as much, but at this price point, it will be a very good option. Now let's talk about the sound quality and the volume on here. So 10mm drivers on here, and we'll go volume first. More than enough. EarFun really never gives us earbuds that have not enough volume. They're just usually loud, usually just like I like it. They might be too loud, and probably are too loud for most people. But again, if it's always good to have more than enough if you need it, but you don't. I usually listen to these probably around 70% because they are that loud. Now, there is a difference in the sound quality of these if I'm using ANC or just turning that off. So it does make a difference. Now, saying that, neither of them sound bad. It just depends on what you like. And again, you can go in and adjust it in the EQ and, you know, bring up a little more bass or make the highs a little brighter or just tone them down a little bit. But there is a slight difference in sound when using ANC or transparency mode. But the sound quality on here, they're a dynamic sounding pair of earbuds. There's some good bass. It's not the crazy thumpers that we've had in the past. It's not that rattling bass that we love, but it is good solid bass. You can still feel it. It's just not that bass head thump that we love, but it still sounds good, and there's a good sounding bass here. It's not going to linger. It's just going to hit and go away. It doesn't get muddy at all. It's just a nice clean sound. And think about that. These are more geared towards like high-res audio in a dynamic way. Now the mids on here sound great. There's good separation. Again, they're not overly bright. You can pull it up. You can bring some brightness to these if you want. That's kind of not my style, but overall these sound really good. And again, there's presets. You can adjust it in the EQ and customize it the way you want. We have another winner here, guys, from EarFun. They just keep bringing us bangers. The EarFun Air Pro 4. We get great battery life, great codecs. We get great sound, really good ANC and transparency mode, fantastic battery life on here. Auracast, whether you use that or not, whether you will ever use that, it's not really, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever use it. You might. I don't even know where I could use it to test it, but it's there if you need it, or if you're somebody that uses it, then, I mean, look, throw all the bells and whistles at under $100 right now. These are $89 at launch, and there's a 20% coupon on Amazon. So a really good deal on a fantastic pair of earbuds. Again, you have to like stem style. I don't mind them at all. I kind of prefer them. It's up to you, preference. It's all about. That's it, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.